and we're miserable. You know, our parents would brag about how hard they had it. You know what they say, back in my day, we had to walk 10 miles to school. We drank from a garden hose and only had 3 channels on TV. You know what's worse than having it hard? Having it easy. Not walking at all, developing obesity, drinking from bottles with microplastics that are disrupting our hormones, having millions of channels with algorithms designed to rot your brain. War footage, gym transformations, a baby being born, your ex with somebody new, all in a 10-second scroll. Welcome to the modern world, where we seek facts more than truth, information more than wisdom. We don't nurture real friendships. We add people to our mentions. We talk to text. We don't talk to connect. See, we used to go outside to be social and come inside to be alone. Now we go out to be alone and come inside to be social. It's all backwards, like the whole world is Hawkins and we're in the upside down. But it's stranger than stranger things, because our food, it makes us unhealthy. Our medications keep us sick, and we don't operate with any type of logic. You know, Ben Franklin said an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. But today's motto is, but treatment is worth a ton of profit. See, we have technologically advanced our way out of good health and happiness. And the kicker is, we call all of that progress. But see, there's nothing broken about this system. It's working perfectly because that's how it was designed. This is the biggest conspiracy game in town, and we're all playing it. Modern life is the greatest scam ever perpetuated, and it's killing us. See, Americans are the most obsessed with health. How is it that we're the sickest? We have all the gadgets, the wearables, the information, the books, the podcasts. But the US has the lowest life expectancy among wealthy countries, despite spending twice as much on healthcare. And this virus is spreading. Okinawa, Japan, used to have the highest life expectancy in the world, with a diet focused on whole foods and sweet potatoes and vegetables. And then McDonald's and KFC moved in. Yeehaw! And now they fall below Japan's average for life expectancy. And so what is the antidote to this virus? Well, it's what Galen Clark found in Yosemite. In 1856, Galen Clark went to Yosemite to die of tuberculosis. He was 42 and his doctor told him that coughing up chunks of his lungs meant that he had 2 months to live, and there was no cure for the disease. Clark said to himself, if I'm gonna die soon, then I'm gonna die in Yosemite, the prettiest place I had ever seen. But when he got there, Galen Clark, he carved his own tombstone, accepting his mortality. He then started living and eating what was available in Yosemite at the time. Mountain trout, nuts, berries, vegetables, a lot of clean water. No sugar, no dairy. He then began doing what he wanted to do, hiking and creating trails in the place he treasured most, Yosemite Valley. And guys, I want to tell you this. He did not die 2 months later like his doctor promised. He died 54 years later, just shy of his 96th birthday. Now let's talk about this man. His name is Tat Wali Baba. How old do you think he is? Maybe 30, maybe 40, maybe a young 50. This man is 85 years old. He was a yogi from Rishikesh, India. He lived a very simple life, wearing minimal clothing, walking barefoot in the forests of India. He said his youthfulness came from intense meditation, exercise, and living close to nature. But 4,000 miles away from where he lived, there's a tiny village in southern Italy called Accioli, where reaching 100 years old is no big deal. Nearly a third of the people there live to the age of 100. But here's the thing, guys. They smoke. They drink more than average, and many are overweight. But they eat fish. They eat fresh produce from their gardens. There are no nursing homes. They take care of and support one another. Now, before you start saying, Prince, yeah, it's all in the genes. diabetes just runs in my family. No, you have diabetes because nobody runs in your family. Remember this, genes load the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger. Write that down. Genes load the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger. In 1901, a man by the name of Ansel Keys lived in Minnesota where the life expectancy was 49 years old. Ansel and his wife Margaret were nearing retirement and decided to move to Italy. There, they ate homemade Italian food. They published hundreds of healthy recipes. They exercised daily. Now, remember what I said. Minnesota had an average life expectancy of 49. When Keys finally passed away, he died quietly in his home a few weeks before his 101st birthday. His wife Margaret died 2 years later at the age of 97. So stop telling me about genes. What do all of these people have in common? It's not what you think. It is not what you think. Yes, it's real food. Of course. Yes, it's nature. Yes, it's community. But underneath that, it's one thing that nobody is talking about. But it is the conductor that controls every process in your body. It's your nervous system. This is what a lot of the longevity influencers like Brian Johnson get wrong. They're so worried about extending their life, they forget to live. In fact, trying to live longer, living a life of constant measurement, stresses your nervous system and you actually shorten your life because it becomes one more thing to worry about. See, if you were to die of a heart attack, and I hope you don't, but do you know if you did, what day it would likely fall on? Monday morning. Do you know what else happens on Monday morning? We go into jobs that we hate. Modern life is killing us. It's not just about what we eat. What we eat is important, very important, and we're going to get to that later. But more important is what's eating us. And modern life has lied to us. There's nothing natural about this 3 meal a day thing. 3 meals a day was invented for factory workers so that they could have more energy for labor during the Industrial Revolution. They treated people like machines, and they still do. Maybe you eat bacon and eggs in the morning. Did you know bacon and eggs for breakfast was invented by Edward Bernays, the evil genius who also made cigarettes popular through advertisement, giving cancer to millions of people? Now, I know, guys, this is a lot to take in, but modern life is a lie. The Great Depression, the Great Depression, you've learned about it in school. The Great Depression was actually a great time. Well, okay, not for everybody, but I bet you didn't know that during the Great Depression, lifespan went up. Health improved. People out of work spent more time caring for their family members, spent more time making food at home rather than eating cheaply, quickly, and poorly, and getting no rest. And their pace of life slowed, and their nervous systems could relax, and their health benefited. Therefore, we need to be more like zebras. No, I'm not saying, race, black and white, mixing. Yeah, that's good too. But in his book, Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, a man named Robert Sapolsky explains how when a zebra sees a lion, right, moments after he escapes the lion, he can return to calmly drinking out of the water hole, right? Because the stress response, when needed, it turns on, but then it shuts off just as quickly. And the ability to complete the stress cycle is one reason why wild animals don't develop chronic stress-related diseases. Humans, however, do get ulcers. And this is because our stress on switch is rarely ever turned off. That's why we see so much disease, burnout, exhaustion. Check in with yourself right now. Can you relax your shoulders, or are they tense a bit? How about your jaw? Can you release it? Is your belly tight? Our nervous systems are constantly under attack because our culture is chronically activated. Every notification, every pop-up, every ding, 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 you're always available. And it creates this constant nagging pressure. Human beings are forced into being human doings, and you're never doing enough. It's like Chinese water torture, right? Chinese water torture is this psychological technique where a person has water dripped on their forehead, and this unpredictable rhythm, like the unpredictable pings, it causes severe anxiety and mental deterioration. And then we become that frog in boiling water. If you put a frog in boiling water, it will immediately jump out. But if you turn the degree up a little at a time, a little more, the frog barely notices it, but then they become cooked. Frog food. 1 degree at a time. And this is what modern life is doing to us. It has us all cooked. Death by 1,000 cuts, or 1,000